I just thank God that we were a quarter inch off and that he's going to be fine. It's just miraculous.
This afternoon, Sheriff Bill Waybourn calling it a miracle that his deputy, a 13-year veteran of the department, is going to be okay. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for CBS News Texas at 4. I'm Karen Borda.
I'm Ken Molestina. It was a tense and, quite frankly, a terrifying afternoon in Haltom City and an impressive show of force today. A neighborhood near the Fort Worth and Haltom City limits was flooded with officers, law enforcement officials from several different agencies after that deputy was shot. We do have live team coverage. Our Andrea Lucia is live at the scene. Nicole Nielsen is at JPS Hospital where that officer was taken. But we do want to start with Andrea with how this all went down. Andrea.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The scene is secure, and this has wrapped up in many ways. But take a look behind me. You can still see there is a large police presence here, and they are still working the scene. This all sort of started coming to an end around 2:30 this afternoon at the home on Eleanor Street, just about a block or two from where I'm standing. Take a look at video we got showing the moment that deputies breached the house. You can see them moving in, and there's smoke coming out of one of the windows, likely from a smoke grenade that law enforcement used to disorient suspects in cases like this. Minutes after that, you can see deputies pulling the man from the home. He's on a stretcher, and deputies are performing CPR. The sheriff's office has confirmed that suspect did not survive. What is not clear at this point is whether he was shot by law enforcement or if he shot himself. The sheriff's office says that suspected shooter barricaded himself inside that house after deputies showed up to arrest him just before 12:30 this afternoon. The suspect has been identified only as a 40-year-old man who had 3 felony warrants out for his arrest. Those include charges related to the sexual abuse of a child and one for holding a minor against their will. The sheriff's office says during the attempt to arrest him, shots were exchanged between deputies and the suspect, injuring one deputy. Fort Worth Police Chief Neil Noakes spoke about this just moments ago.
We have a Tarrant County Sheriff's deputy who's been injured because of a violent, sick, twisted criminal. Someone who decided he wanted to try to take out some officers today, but thankfully he was not successful.
You know, we've seen some situations with barricaded suspects last far longer than this. This one lasted about 2 hours. But the sheriff's office and the Fort Worth Police Department told us that at some point in speaking to negotiators out here, the suspect in there indicated that he had hostages. It was after they went inside that they say they found there was no one in there with him. We also know that the SWAT team that you saw pulling the suspect out was from the Fort Worth Police Department. 2 of those SWAT members were injured by broken glass when they were making the entry. Now that this is wrapping up, the Fort Worth Police Department is going to be taking the lead on the shooting investigation. For now, out here in Fort Worth, Andrea Lucia, CBS News Texas.
Yeah, still a lot to unpack. Andrea, thank you very much. Appreciate that update. Our Nicole Nielsen has been at JPS Hospital in Fort Worth where that Tarrant County Sheriff's deputy was taken.
Nicole, we know the deputy was shot 3 times. What's the update on his condition now?
Yeah, that's right. It seems like we're learning more by the minute. I can tell you the Tarrant County Sheriff Bill Waybourn, he just came out in a press conference and told us the name of that deputy, Todd Tipton. He is a 13-year veteran with the department, and we can tell you that even better news, he may be discharged as soon as this afternoon and home by this evening. We can tell you that he is in great spirits despite being treated for serious, not critical conditions. He arrived here at JPS a few hours ago to at least a dozen police cars blocking off the ambulance entrance. Sheriff Waybourn told us that Tipton was shot 3 times, once in the arm, once in the lower abdomen, and the 3rd shot grazed him in the back of the head, saying that that shot was just a 1/4 inch from being in a much more dangerous position. We are told that he is cleared to go home and likely will here soon, which the sheriff says is a miracle considering the chaos that ensued today at the scene.
I can tell you that he has been here ever since I've been here. He's a experienced fugitive officer and SWAT operator, and he has performed magnificently. He has been decorated and awarded. And he's that quiet guy in the corner that just does his job every day and does it very well.
Now, we are still working to learn a little bit more about Todd Tipton, but we can tell you the Sheriff Waybourn went on to call him a rock star deputy, and that's very clear how loved he is just by the show of support here at JPS today. Back to you.
There were a lot of prayers answered today for that deputy, that's for sure. Nicole Nielsen, thank you very much for that live report.